Hello everybody, this is Gareth Coon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3 at gmail.com on PayPal. Or else you can look me up on YouTube and subscribe and like there also for videos that get banned elsewhere. And if you scroll down to the very bottom where you'll get to the created playlists, and you can watch the videos that I like to watch when I'm not on social media. This one here is life found in sinkholes beside Israel's Dead Sea stirs excitement about the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. It's not quite the majestic river of God flowing from the temple promised by Ezekiel, but freshwater pools filled with life are appearing in sinkholes near the Dead Sea, setting prophecy watchers abuzz. Despite the body of water being so salty that it's completely uninhabitable, sinkholes by the northern shores of the Dead Sea are surprisingly full of plants and creatures. The Dead Sea is famous for its high mineral content, which has significant health benefits, and slapping on the mineral rich mud for a full body mask is a tourist staple. However, the mix of sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, potassium, and calcium spells death to most other life forms and can even be dangerous to humans if ingested. Yet clear pools have been spotted at the base of sinkholes on the northwestern shore of the Dead Sea, with plants such as reeds and tamarisks able to thrive in an otherwise barren environment, along with algae and small fish. Fresh water typically has a salinity of less than 500 to 1,000 parts of dissolved salt per million, making it safe to drink and hospitable to plant life, whereas seawater usually has levels around 3,500 ppms, 35 ppt, or 3.5% on average. However, that figure is modest compared to the Dead Sea. Highly concentrated brine has over 50,000 to 100,000 plus ppm, but the Dead Sea has a staggering 330,000 to 342,000 ppm, making around 34% total salt concentration, 10 times more than regular ocean water. This anomaly of nature makes it possible for humans to float in the water, but it spells death to fish. However, recent reports of algae, insects, birds, and small aquatic creatures have surfaced along with the establishment of miniature ecosystems right beside the salty sea. As the Dead Sea has been shrinking, around 9,000 sinkholes have been forming over the past few years, causing havoc in the area. However, as water drains through porous limestone above into the natural basin from below sea level, the filtered water pools in these sinkholes, allowing life to develop. According to GB News, underground springs from beneath the Dead Sea are being revealed at the shores as the shores recede. 10 years ago, Israeli photographer Noam Beating filmed small fish in one of these freshwater pools near the Dead Sea in 2016, which caused quite a stir, but it was just the beginning. I didn't realise at the time that the significance of this, said Beating. Everyone went wild. The secular scientific world was fascinated by this phenomenon, and the religious world was also very excited. The equivalent of 600 Olympic pools of water are emptied every day from this Dead Sea, he told the Jerusalem Post, explaining his project to document the decline of the natural phenomenon. The next generation is not going to know the Dead Sea as we know it. Scientists reckon that by the year 2050 there will be equal quantities of fresh water and salt water, and by then it will remain only as a small pool, he added. Not only is the Dead Sea the lowest point on earth and the saltiest sea in the world, but now we see the astonishment of fresh water teeming with life right beside it. Does any of this count as miraculous? Not really, but it might be a precursor for the miracles to come. There are several places in the Bible that also foretell fresh water in the region of the Dead Sea, such as Ezekiel 47 and Zechariah 14, and it is hinted in other places such as Psalm 46. However, the biblical vision is far greater than a bit of algae and a few miniature fish. The Bible states at the end of time there will be an earthquake that will split the Mount of Olives, and according to Ezekiel 47, 1 verse 1, a chapter will a river will gush from underneath the temple, indicating the temple will once again stand in Jerusalem. Ezekiel also describes how the river goes down the Arava desert, making the salty water fresh and bringing about life. Whenever the river goes, every living creature that swarms will live, and there will be very many fish, for this water goes there. And the water of the sea may become fresh, so everything will live where the river goes. Ezekiel 47, verse 9. The prophecy says there will be fishermen beside the sea, and they will spread their nets in En Gedi, something which seems impossible today. And on the banks on both sides of the river there will grow all kinds of trees for food. Ezekiel continues, their leaves will not wither, nor will their fruit fail, but they will bear fruit, fresh fruit, every month, because the water for them flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for healing, the healing of the nations. Ezekiel 47, verse 12. Currently, the Dead Sea is shrinking, and tussles of trussels over water between Israel and Jordan continue. Wars rage over religion, and sinkholes are ruining the roads. But one day the area will become a place of blessing. Zechariah describes a future where living waters will flow out from Jerusalem, having a supernatural effect, adding, and the Lord will be king over all the earth. On that day the Lord will be one, and his name one. Zechariah 14, verses 8 to 9. The Bible also says that there will be 7 different varieties of fish that will swim in the waters of the Dead Sea. And this is the beginning of that fulfillment. How can any atheist not believe in the words of God when it is self-evident and easy to see with 2 pairs of eyes, or 2 eyes, I mean, and this is amazing to me because the Bible said God does not lie. He goes forth and does the thing that he prescribed from ages long ago. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah. And sorry about the 2 sets of eyes. I know we only have one. Shalom.